Typically, I like to play weird stuff. I understand why people run meta as it gives them the best chances of winning, but I like to push myself, and I want this channel to be a place where people can get some out-of-the-box thinking, as well as some high-tier gameplay. It's a time and place for it, and I don't really think Quickplay controls that place for me. But I digress. One day, I was messing around with some wacky stuff like symmetry and whatnot, and I came across my dusty old Tommy's Matchbook with no ornament or even a catalyst, and after a quick throwaway visit, I took it into control, and I fell in love. I'm here today to bring you guys my latest and greatest contraption of a build, and it's centered around such Tommies. We'll be pairing it with Bottom Gunslinger and Young Kara Spine, because I think the class is very strong, and these spiky mittens are quite overlooked in 6s. The increased blast radius on your tripmines is massive compared to the normal version, and the duration boost, hilariously enough, people forget about more than you think. It even has some built-in ability regen on hits, so you'll have much higher uptime than most other nades. It's just very strong aerial denial that also cosplays as cleanup, and also as an engaged condition. Quite versatile and perfect for the style I like to play. You'll see that I use it in all three ways throughout some of the gameplay shown. And, well, it works out because I have no hunter content, and I'm supposed to be a hunter main, right? So, without wasting any time, let's get her going. So you may be thinking, well, I don't see Tommy's anywhere. Doesn't it suck? Well, I'm here to say I actually think it's pretty good. 720 autos are already in a decent spot within the sandbox, and they only stand to benefit from incoming nerfs to DMT, 120s, and aggressive shotguns. One of the downsides of autos is the sheer amount of shots needed to get kills compared to hand cannons and other prevalent primaries, much less specials, and without needing to rely on rampage or kill clip, Tommy's can shorten its own TTK and even kill at longer ranges compared to other 720s due to its built-in damage bonus for the low cost of some minor burn damage. Its exotic perk ignition trigger says sustain fire with this weapon overheats it, increasing damage but burning the user. The burn damage isn't significant, but it's not something to overlook. Currently, burn damage with 120s and DMT running around is kind of a bad combo. Any bit and you're giving them the 2 taps without needing their damage perks, so do not go thinking you can just prime this for every encounter. Not without a way to recover your HP, that is. You'll find yourself dying in some fights that you should normally be winning. If you want to focus on amping damage for the majority of fights, then consider running Devour with maybe Sanguine, or Titan with One-Eyed Mask. But since we're opting for Gunslinger instead, think of this as a 720 auto that happens to double as an SMG. Now, although we can't put mods on it, it comes with excellent built-in hipfire, so naturally I thought we could take advantage of being more mobile with it, and that includes the air. If you wanted to hold corners and rifts, then I just grab a pulse, but this is an aggressive style we're playing for, and I don't really think Devour is built to be so in your face if you're using an auto, that is, and I think both other classes lack good mid-fight movement options like dodge and strafe jump, so that was more or less my thinking. This also pairs quite nicely with Bottom Tree, as the multitude of crits you'll be landing also charges super much faster thanks to practice makes perfect. This means we don't really need to spec into intellect so much. You'll get the mod selection in just a sec. Now as for those mods, I run Dynamo on the hat because if we're going to be aggressive, we might as well get supercharged for it, right? You know, you'd be running around, sliding corners, dodging around enemies, and really the energy from Dynamo kind of creeps up faster than you think. I stacked the auto mod package of targeting loader and unflinching just so we can kind of get a smoother experience, but I don't think they're core to your strategy. For combat mods though, I went with good old taking charge, higher energy fire. I'd say expected at pretty much everything I do outside of like weird sidearm builds where your charge is needed elsewhere. I think you're just kind of leaving free damage on the table by not running it. There really isn't much worth taking its place right now. And in Crucible, this quite literally wins you fights. Run it! Charge Harvester helps with getting you, well, charged, and Stacks on Stacks helps with, well, stacking it. If you get a double kill and use both your stacks, picking up the orb you just made gives you the 2 times charge back to use again. It's a pretty nice loop. And when you're fighting your teammates' orbs, Supercharge lets you hold up to 4 stacks. Definitely not necessary, but I like it, so I'm including it. I also threw in Impulse Recycler as it grants extra nade energy when you get kills with it, so it helps with recursion. Just remember though, it's a seasonal mod, so it won't be around forever. I'm pairing this with Eye of Soul as I think it's a S tier sniper with its stickiness, and the perk combos are pretty nice. I'm rolling Snap Vorpal for the quick ADS and potential to one-shot supers. This takes care of some of the longer range targets that are far away or just out of Tommy's reach. Sometimes we swap Reeswalker for some bad sniping maps or when the shot's filling off and we are going to ape a little bit. Blaster 2 is replaceable with any other launcher or heavy for that matter. It's just a personal favorite of mine. Go crazy, use what you like in that slot. And there you go. I've pretty much been a Tommy's main since I found it that night and busted it out. Expect a nice little montage when I hit the 10k mark, by the way. I'm only at 2 though, so it'll take a little bit of time. I'll definitely say that it's underrated and in a pretty solid spot right now within PvP, and those delicious 120 and shotgun changes to come might make this gun even better. As a side note though, do not expect to pick this up and shred everything. It takes some time to figure this gun out. Knowing when you can safely charge the extra damage versus knowing when not to, and when to ADS, when to hip fire. All these things are very important to your success with Tommies, so do expect a learning curve. This is a unique weapon, and as such, demands a unique skill set and playstyle. Also, stay the hell out of trials with this. Its dueling potential is insanely high, but coordination and team shooting, well, makes this borderline useless. So stick to 6s. Even the best Tommy players out there, I'm sure, will agree. If you enjoy this style of review, do leave a like and a sub. I plan to keep this going and, do this a little more often. If not, feel free to leave feedback as it helps me improve and is always appreciated. You can catch me streaming sometimes at twitch.tv/tispure, and I'll leave the link in the comments. I'm signing off now, gonna leave you with some plays. As always, thank you for your time, and y'all be safe out there. Also, side note Bungie, how is it that Telesto and Chaperone and Risk Runner and some of these other guns, Suros, have like 3 ornaments and Tommy's only got that one from the season pass? Look, I know I missed it and I was a little inactive around that time, but we could use some Tommy's ornaments. Let's get some of that. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Two for one. You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage.
My Domblitz, huh?
Double down. Together as one.
I could have killed him.
Zone B lost. Cut their momentum. Keep pushing. 3 opponents down. Another one off the list. A powerful statement. 2 down. Two for one.
3 opponents down. You gained the lead.
That's 2. Five minutes.
I stuck that on his head.
Zone B lost. That's 2.
Zone B lost.
Vex is just bad. Like, really bad.
Double down.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, this thing definitely has some hit rig issues.
Tell them to line up fast. 3 opponents down.
They don't move. This map's pretty bad though.
Zone advantage is yours. That's 2. 3 opponents down. That's 2. 2 zones are yours.
Bruh.
2 for 1. Two for 1. 3 opponents down. 2 for 1.
Oh, I love this. This gun is actually really nice. I'm here.
Oh my god, more. 2 down.
Let's go!
3
Let's
down.
go!
The
Oh, it's too bad I don't get any of those words,
cold.
but it's okay.
2 down. 3 opponents down. All of you together, like iron.
Melt the barricade!
2 down. 3 down.
Please, please.
Two for 1.
Zone advantage is yours. Shut the enemy down.
2 for 1.
I've seen enough. I'm calling this one.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
With 10 hunters like you, I can make the frontier safe again. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Zone C lost. With 10 hunters like you, Zone A lost. Enemy has zone advantage. Fire team that fights together stays together.
2 for 1.
3 opponents down.
Okay.
Zone B captured.
Saw that
you
shot.
have zone advantage.
Oh, that went too.
No.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Dead.
That's 2. 3 down.
That's right. I ran through your squad.
All of you together, like iron lords.
Your legend rose. Three minutes left.
2 for 1.
Zone advantage is yours. Yes.
That's not the angle I wanted it to go at, but whatever.
You captured Zone B. 2 zones.
It should serve as a
yours.
deterrent.
Like a line of thralls. That's 2.
Oh, and it even got a kill.
You strike as 1. That's 2. 3 down. Together, nothing can stop you.